is going on, YouTube family? It is your girl Ray, back to you guys with another video. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about 7 tips that help me to have a better relationship with food, and hopefully they can also help you to have a better relationship with food. So if this is a topic you're interested in, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and also press that bell notification so you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. So if some of you guys may not know, I have had a food addiction for years. A lot of the reason why I have a food addiction is because it comes from childhood trauma, stress, and depression, as well as anxiety. I have always felt when I was much heavier, which I had lost 100 pounds, I needed food to make me feel better. It was like a medicine for me. It almost became like a drug for me to go ahead and eat food. And if I didn't eat the food that I wanted at the time, then I wouldn't feel better, which in turn turned into a food addiction because I became dependent on food making me happy. And we all know food doesn't make you happy at all. It makes you happy for the moment, but it's not a long-term feeling. So again, hopefully these tips can help you. They've helped me, and I'm still working on them and working on making them a daily thing for me to remember every single time I am associating my situation with food. So number 1, do not always choose to go eat when you're hanging out with friends. Now, I know a lot of us Americans, especially in the Black culture, we feel as if every time we hang out with friends, we have to associate that with going out to eat. That is not the case. A lot of the times when we associate going out to eat, it becomes more so of, I'm eating because I'm with people. I'm eating because this is customary. I'm not even hungry, but I'm doing this because this is a time that I'm spending with these people, and this is a time where I just want to stuff my face and just enjoy the company that I'm with. When you're around people, it's okay to not want to eat. It's okay to go grab coffee. It's okay to go ahead and grab tea. It's also okay to go on hikes. It's okay to do other things outside of associating your time spent with people with just eating. The more that you associate hanging out with people, the more you assume that you have to eat, the more you feel like being around people becomes a chore of eating. It becomes more so of a, I'm here with you because I just want to eat. I'm not here with you to enjoy your presence. I'm not here with you to enjoy who you are. I'm not really here to enjoy our time together. I'm just here to eat. And that sometimes can come off as every time we go out, we always have to eat. And that's not necessary. So that's definitely tip number 1. Do not associate your time spent with people with needing to eat all the time. So number 2 also kind of ties into number 1. Don't associate food with fun. It doesn't have to be associated. When you are out with people, it is okay to enjoy the ambiance. Go to a park, go to the beach, go for a bike ride, go skating, go swimming, go do something that doesn't involve food, just so you don't feel like you're always attached to food in every setting. The more that you feel like in every single setting you have to be attached to food, the more you become dependent on food to make you happy in those moments. The more you feel like food is the reason why you are living. The more you feel like food gives you purpose in life. When in our reality, food should not give you purpose in life. Spending time with people, having quality relationships, and building those quality relationships should make you feel valid. And it should also help you to understand that the time spent with these people is more important than having to eat every single time that you see them. Tip number 3, realize that you are not going to starve. There's food everywhere. I know that sometimes, being that I've had a food addiction, I've always felt like, should I eat before I go? And sometimes I'll eat before I go, but then when I get there, I see all the things on the menu that I really want to eat. I remember when I first started to realize that I had a food addiction, I would get afraid of being hungry. And I know that may sound crazy for certain people, but the feeling of hunger is not very fun for a person that has an addiction to something. I don't want to feel without. I don't want to feel like I'm not full. I don't want to feel like I'm not at my cap. I need to be at my cap all the time. Hence the reason why I had a food addiction. But that is okay to not be at your cap. It's okay to kind of come off of being full. It's okay for your body to also let you know, hey, I need food now. So can you feed me now? I also feel like a lot of the times we don't allow our bodies to let us know what it needs. We try to give it something before we even allow it to communicate to us. So allow your body to communicate to you and let you know, hey, I'm hungry, instead of giving it something that it may not need. Our bodies don't need to be fed all day long. Our bodies are meant to burn off the energy you've given it, and then it'll ask you later on with the hungry signal of, hey, I've burned these calories, I've burned the fuel that you've given me earlier, now I need you to give me more fuel. Food should not be used as to have a cap. It should be used as fuel for your body to continue to enjoy the experiences of life, not to live for food. Always remember that we're not living for food, we're living for experiences in life. Tip number 4, it is okay to not finish your food when you go out to a restaurant. You don't have to finish that last bite. I know sometimes, and I've done it several times, where it's like that last bite and we're like, it's only one little bit left, like I might as well just finish it. I know I'm full, I know I'm done, but it's just one little bite, let me go ahead and finish that. When you train your body to believe every single time you go somewhere you have to finish what's in front of you, you're always gonna find yourself always full. And sometimes when we're out with friends and we feel like, you know, we have to finish our food here, sometimes our friends want to go walk. Like, what are we doing next? And sometimes it's like, nah, man, I'm tired. Like, I don't feel like doing this. I'm about to go home. I'm about to go take a nap. I'm tired. I don't feel like walking right now. That literally just shortens your life expectancy. You literally have missed opportunities. I'm quite sure you've also missed opportunities in life because you were just too tired or just too full to walk, or just too tired or too full to enjoy the experiences with your friends and family. That's not necessary. You should not be eating to get full. You should be eating to be satisfied, not full. Once you feel like, okay, cool, I no longer feel that hunger anymore, you should stop. You don't keep eating until you feel like, okay, I'm at my cap. And that is what brings us to tip number 5. Do not eat until you're full. Eat until you are satisfied. You do not have to be full when you eat a meal. You can be satisfied. Sorry. Sorry, my cat just walked by. You can be satisfied. Your body should not always be full. When you feel your stomach all the time, that stomach stretches. So your stomach is like this. Imagine you filling it every single time to its capacity and then some. Your stomach starts to grow. And what happens when your stomach starts to grow? Your stomach grows, and the capacity and food that you're supposed to have in there grows. Your body can't digest what you have given it because you have also not given it time to digest the food. You haven't allowed your body to break down the food, nor have you allowed the nutrients to get into your bloodstream or into your body in general. In order for it to actively work in your body, you have to give your body a rest in order for it to fuel itself. You can't just put food in it and fill it to the top and expect it to go down. That's like putting gas in your car. If you overfill the gas in your tank, it's coming out of your gas tank. It has to completely drain out. And you have to run your car in order for the gas to go down, correct? It's the same exact thing. If you fill it to the top, some way, somehow you have to get rid of it. You can't keep filling it every single time and expecting something to happen. You have to give it time to burn off. Same thing with your body. You have to give your body time to burn off that energy. So you don't have to eat until you're full. You eat until it's satisfied. Eating until you're full makes you uncomfortable. Like we all know, we get super uncomfortable when we're full, especially if it's hot outside. We don't want to be in the sun. All we really want to do is just let that energy burn off. But a lot of the times we don't, and we miss out on opportunities. So don't eat until you're full. Eat until you are satisfied. You eat until that hunger feeling is no longer there, and that is it. Do not eat beyond that. Ask for a to-go box. Eat it later. It is okay to do that. I know sometimes we sit there, we're like, man, this is so good. Like, I want to savor this feeling right now. I want to savor the taste. This is just bomb. It tastes so good. Savor it for later. You've had enough. Save some for later. And it's okay to go back to it later. Tip number 6, do not label foods as bad foods. Now, Now there are certain foods, of course, we'll know like they're bad for you, right? We shouldn't be eating fried foods all the time. We shouldn't be eating candy all the time. But remind you what I just said, all the time. There are foods that are not good for us. Like, fried foods are never good for us. Candy is never good for us. So high fructose corn syrup is not good for us, but we still eat it sometimes. And those are certain things that we like. Those are treats for us. Those are things that we enjoy. So being that those are treats for us and those are like every now and again treats for us, make them every now and then. Do not make them foods that are in your everyday life. Don't go off and say, well, those chips over there, those are bad for me. When you use the word bad, you'll eventually look at that food as like, oh my God, I shouldn't have that. I shouldn't do that. And when you have them, you tend to beat yourself up about it because you feel like you did a bad thing. Instead of saying that that food is bad for me or I did a bad thing, switch that up to say, okay, I had a treat. That's enough of that treat. Let me go ahead and get back on track and get back to the healthy way I used to eat, or the healthy way that I'm trying to eat. Don't associate bad. Instead, using that as I had a treat and that's it for now. And the last tip I have for you guys is listen to your body. Oftentimes we believe that our body wants food. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it actually is thirsty, it is dehydrated. Sometimes it wants water. Sometimes it needs water. Sometimes we confuse hunger with thirst, with dehydration. And sometimes they do feel very similar. So the next time you feel like you're actually hungry, wait for 30 minutes to an hour and see if you're actually hungry after that point. If you're not hungry after that, then the answer was you were only thirsty and not hungry. Remember, food should not be used as a weapon. Food should not be abused. Food is to fuel you, to fuel your body, to nourish your body, and to allow you to enjoy the experiences with your friends and family. So we never want to abuse food. We want to use it for our nourishment. All right, guys, so that's it. That's 7 tips that can hopefully help you to have a better relationship with food. If you guys are interested in more videos, make sure you're going to comment below and let me know any more video topics that you guys want me to go over. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, and also make sure that you guys press that bell notification so you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you. Peace.